Fire Emblem. To celebrate the release of the newest installment of the franchise, Fire Emblem Awakening, I decided to make a countdown to one of my all-time favorite franchises. On the main thing that embodies the games, the characters that you have in your army. And I'm not alone. Oh yeah, it's CoLab time. With another Fire Emblem fan like myself, Blooper424.
Hey guys, you better believe we love Fire Emblem. And one of the main reasons we love this franchise is for the characters. Heck, several of the characters were on several spots in my first top 10.
I got in touch with Blooper after watching his first countdown and just knew I had to be a part of this. So, here we are.
So of course, with every list, we have rules for this one. First of all, we are commemorating the release of Fire Emblem Awakening, but no characters from the game will be featured on this list. Why?
Two reasons. One, at the time of writing the script, neither of us have actually finished the game, and it'd be a lame list if we just added characters for their potential, aka Colm, rather than their actual worth. And two, we'd be spoiling a brand new game and limiting you, the viewer, from watching this video with spoilers aplenty.
At least with this list, the games have a decent age to them, on to the point where spoilers, what may or may not be present, will be things you already knew about.
Another rule is that we're judging characters by how well they're designed, how well they're from battle, how well they relate to other characters in your party, how they are relevant and important they are to the greater story, and of course our own opinion of how awesome each character may be. So we'll be sure to list those reasons for sure.
So of course this list will be highly opinionated. Thus, if you don't like our list, then all we have to say is, tough shit. Of course, we love to have in-depth conversations in the comments about characters that you've fallen for in the franchise, because that's what this list is all about, sharing our opinion and discussing characters we love so much. So you can complain, but do it constructively. And one more thing.
We are not including any attributes from Smash Brothers in our analysis, so it doesn't matter if Ike is powerhouse or Marth is damn near S-class. What matters are the characteristics they have in the main franchise games, not some spin-off. Albeit a damn good one, but I digress.
Because we know it's going to be somewhat controversial. We just going to get them out of the way right now. Marth Norroy is on this list. Yes, we know about these characters, how they're highly valued, but here's the thing. They're not as good as the others on the list.
Aside from the fact that I haven't had time to play all the way through Roy's game, I can't stand Marth or the remake Shadow Dragon. I mean, what the fuck, Nintendo? This is the laziest remake I've ever seen. None of the charm and basic storytelling is in that game, and...
Dude, maybe we should get back to the matter at hand.
Alright, I'll save that rant for another time.
Alright, with that out of the way,
let's get started. To start this list off, we have the badass himself, Gilliam.
Gilliam.
That's it, Blooper. That's all you have to say about this take of a character? Fine. I'll take the reins to start this off. So, Gilliam is from the excellent Sacred Stones. He joins your party fairly early in the game, along with Franz.
A guy or a girl, huh?
Anyways, this guy is your go-to man if you need a wall. And this guy's really the only one for the job that's not ridiculously overpowered. We're looking at you, Seth, taking all the experience from other developing characters.
Yeah, I gotta admit, in the early goings, this beast in blue and green is necessary to advance. Without him to take the onslaught of arrows...
I used to be an adventurer.
then the others would have taken serious damage.
And when you upgraded him to General, oh boy, this guy dominates on the battlefield. If anyone even scratches that armor, they must have an armor slayer with it because they ain't getting through any other way.
So we can safely say that he is the best for this tank dynamic. And in gameplay, he's great, but what are his other aspects?
Well, other than that trademark hair, seriously, why does Japan have a fetish with over-the-top hairdos? Need I say more? I mean, the character design of the General is awesome, but that applies to all other characters, so we can't really count that towards overall awesomeness.
He doesn't have much impact in the story from our experiences in tens of hundreds of playthroughs.
Believe me, I'd put in hundreds of hours into Sacred Stones.
Didn't have really in-depth character arcs with the other characters.
I mean, all he did with Garcia is spar with him. Really? That's it.
Now, a big problem with the support system was the fact that it was limited to 5 per character, and thus this has led to us not knowing his detailed story arcs with every other character.
And thank Arceus in Awakening that the support system was fixed. But even with this character's low importance to the story, Gilliam is always on the battlefield during one of my playthroughs, on the front lines where he belongs.
Sane's not quite as compelling friend, Kent.
Whoa! Spoilers, dude!
Ignoring that, Kent the Ginger Cavalier has a lot of potential, though. He's already pretty good as a Cavalier, but upgrading him to Paladin makes him even better.
His stats are pretty good too. He has a strong focus on HP, making him a good meat shield who can put up a good fight too.
As for his design, it's not bad, but it could be better. Though, interesting fact here, Kent's armor is red, his friend Sane's is green. Kent is cool-headed and Sane is reckless. Now, usually the red knight is reckless, and the green knight is cool-headed.
Thanks, Blooper, for that, useful information. Speaking of his personality, he is very likable. He is honorable and desperately in love with Lewis. Sane tries to help him, and we want him to succeed.
But that's not all there is to his personality. He is tied up, but willing to speak his mind, too.
Though he doesn't have the most compelling story arcs, put that aside, Kent is your honorable, nice guy, but there's nothing really wrong with that.
Eliwood. I'm not a huge fan of him, so you can do most of the talking here, King.
Wait, what? How can you not dig this guy? Well, this is what I'm here for. Without me, Eliwood wouldn't even get on this list at all. But I can understand your problem with the character. He is kind of cliched, and I could see how his story would be a bit meh. But to me, he has a lot to offer.
Thanks, dude.
So let's get into the design. First, I must admit, out the gate, the ginger red hair, the blue armor, isn't all that awesome. The 2D sprite is just kind of there, nowhere near as cool as the other two in the trio, but you'll see them later. His overall story arc is quite important. Along with Lynn and Hector, his personality gets fleshed out quite a bit. He is most of the time just that cliched prince that's lost his kingdom and is fighting back for it, but at the same time, there's just something about this character which makes him not as stuck up or pretentious as Mark.
Dude, we've already pissed off enough fanboys.
Damn it, I'm making a point!
Dude, just settle down. I know you hate Marth, but I would like to stay on track.
Someday you will feel my army's wrath.
Well, like I was saying, Eliwood just has that deep personality that makes him more human, and I was able to have much more connection with him than the other main characters, such as that one asshole. He's great in battle and looks like that true knight in shiny armor once he classes up.
More cliches.
Yeah, I know, but oh well. Well, there's not much more to say. On to the next one.
Number 12, a tie between Matthew and Colm. Two useful thieves here. To spare an overabundance of your time, we'll go over both fairly briefly.
So, Matthew and Colm. These two are quite similar to each other, not only because they're thieves and their stats are relatively the same, but because their character design and personalities are as well.
Right, so they employ a high focus on skill and movement. Their personalities are also relatively similar too. They're both pretty smarky, but funny in the same way. They are both seen fairly early too.
I loved leveling up both these guys and classing them up into badasses. Colm especially is a critical hit machine and kills people in one freaking shot as an assassin. Oh, that's why everyone loves those games and not this.
I believe we are on course. Yes, this is it. This is the way.
Fun fact time! Matthew was actually going to be my original Countdown avatar. Another contender was yanked from Street Fighter and yeah, I'm rambling.
Right, so here's the deal. Explaining both would be a repeat fest, as they're very similar, so they just share this spot.
Problem? Tough shit.
That likable mage from the Radiance games, Soren. Man, I quite like Soren. Much more well-rounded than the other characters on this list so far.
By that we mean he has a good personality, a good design, and decent stats. Let's start with his design. He kind of looks like a badass vampire, but not really at all.
How does that make any sense at all?
Shut up, I'm talking. He has that cool guy design in the tattered robe, like all typical mages!
Alright dude, calm down. Back on point. I thought you said he was well-rounded.
He is, just not perfect. As for his stats, he has a strong focus on magic, obviously, but he also has a pretty strong focus on resistance too, so he puts up a decent fight. As for his other stats, they're okay, but not the best. Obviously, being a mage, he has to rely on magic attacks and not much else.
Well, no shit, he's a mage, but that's not really why he's here on this list. Blooper stated that he has a good personality, maybe asking us, really? A good personality? This guy is a racist from the start of the game. Yeah, that's true, but it gives his character arc and personality much more depth than we feel in the others. Overcoming his taught racism and fighting alongside the Gallians, he not only changes his own mind about them, but also shows them that people can change if given enough time.
Alright, enough of the mushy stuff, King. The real reason he's on this list, aside from the fact that mages are awesome, is the fact that without Soren being the tactician of the group, they would have fallen many times before defeating Dian, and causes mass poverty and shitty living environments when we fell Asnard.
Dude, more spoilers?
They should have played the game by already.
Point taken. But yeah, without Soren, they'd be dead a lot sooner.
Now, you could say that the player is the strategist, but that's not the case in terms of the story. Soren is the guy devising cunning strategies to win the battles, and Ike desperately needs him, which is why he made the list.
Pegasus! Pegasus! Pegasus!
Knight. Anyways, Florina is one of the Pegasus Knights from FE7, or Blazing Sword, if you will. Originally, when I first played the game through my first playthrough, she died, and my 7-year-old mind was like, "Herp derp, she's fucked anyways." Bad idea.
Wait, you let someone die? Never! I must admit, I did it too, but I restarted and tried to save her. But yeah, Florina is very necessary for a lot of the side missions with turn limits due to her fantastic movement stats, and she is a Pegasus Knight.
Wait, my turn! No shit. Anyways, her HP isn't too shabby either, as is her speed.
Her design is cliche, but not terrible. She is also a bit of a wimp, but play long enough and believe me, you'll get a feel for her.
I wish I had kept her during that first playthrough.
You heartless bastard.
I'm sorry, Florina. I'm so sorry.
Dude, it's okay. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay. Anyways, Rath is an archer on a horse. It's like if you put the Virian and Ken, the next level is not a child.
But in all seriousness, the Sacred Nomad himself is a fantastic archer. The design is based on the Native American.
No shit.
Damn it!
His stats are amazing. He's incredibly advanced for when you get him, though albeit he can hog some experience.
Even his personality screams badass. Not literally, of course, that'd be freaking weird, but he still is a kick-ass partner on the battlefield. For an archer, his defense is good, and when he goes far away from the group, he doesn't just get cut down too easily and can handle his own for a time.
So with that said, Rath is a great character who can often get you out of a pinch.
Indeed, but I love this guy's no bullshit personality. This guy is straight up business. This guy's a no nonsense, I'm going to headshot you and just move on to the next one kind of guy.
Boom! Headshot! Boom! Headshot!
Gun joke on a video about RPGs.
Freaking genius!
Shinon, no, wait. Okay, I got it. Shinon, I think.
Dude, you just don't understand. This guy is freaking amazing. This guy will give you kills like nobody's business. this sniper slash marksman is just beastly.
Alright, but what about...
And it's like,
Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot!
Alright, shut up. We all know he's awesome in battle. This guy's stats are absurdly powerful in the beginning, but that just shows how good he is.
this guy's personality is great. He's that snarky asshole that thinks he's better than everyone else, and in a way, he kinda is.
Well, this guy is such a dick. He has the skill provoke, which lures opponents to come over to him. And his stats are so good, he never gets touched.
I can just imagine when he says, nah, 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 you can't hit me.
But his personality is what makes him so likable and understandable at the same time. When Gariel died,
I give up.
Shinon didn't just accept the fact that Ike was the new leader. Hell, at the time, he could snipe down Ike like a bitch. Ike had to earn Shinon's trust and respect on the battlefield later on in the game.
That he did. I must admit, Shinon being the secret mentor of Rolf was just awesome. And through this interaction, we get more of Shinon's personality and his lighter, more caring side. And at least for me, Rolf was a badass too, and could have easily landed on here as well. But he's only a badass because of Shinon, so guess who's here?
Yep, what else can you say except for, na 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 na, you can't hit me.